This video is to be used for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace individual research or licensed investment advice. Unique experiences and past performance does not guarantee future results. Trading stocks, options, and spot currencies involves substantial risk, and there's always the potential for loss. Your trading results may vary. No representations are being made that any software or training will guarantee profits or not result in losses from trading. This is the PremiereTrade Market Wrap.
This is the Market Wrap on a Monday. I'm Jack Lott on the JDfn Financial Network. The U.S. current account deficit narrowed in the third quarter to $178.5 billion. That's 5.1 of gross domestic product. It's the smallest current account deficit as a share of the economy since the first quarter of 2004. The Empire State Index General Business Conditions Index fell to 10.31 in December. That's from 27.37 in November. It was the lowest reading since May. National Association of Home Builders said its Housing Market Index, which gauges builders' perceptions of conditions and expectations for home sales over the next 6 months, came in at 19 in December. The number was at the lowest level since the index began back in January of 1985. Index readings higher than 50 indicate positive sentiment. The seasonally adjusted index has been below 50 since May of 2006. Online spending is up 18% this holiday season compared with the same days in 2006. Between November 1st and December 14th, online sales totaled $22.7 billion. Ingersoll Rand will acquire Trane in a $10.1 billion deal that will create one of the world's largest makers of air conditioners. Lowe's Corporation, a conglomerate with interests in financial services, hotels, and watches, said its board approved a spin-off of its interest in Lorillard Incorporated. That's one of the nation's largest cigarette makers. In Forex news today, the dollar, which had been given a shot in the arm by strong U.S. inflation data last week, hit a fresh 2-month high versus a basket of major currencies in thin year-end trading conditions. Risk aversion remained at the front of investors' minds as the world's central banks prepared to put into practice measures announced last week to help boost liquidity in cash-strapped money markets. The Fed offered the first $20 billion of 28-day funds through its term auction facility, with the European Central Bank offering as much again, and the Swiss National Bank providing as much as $4 billion. Analysts at Brown Brothers Harriman believe that the U.S. dollar is poised to finish the week on a strong note, with arguably its best technical condition in several months in a fundamental situation that just doesn't appear quite as bleak as it did as recently as late last month. The pound came in under pressure from nothing other than the dollar buying. This week the tables could turn because there are much more important UK numbers scheduled for release. The data on the UK calendar includes consumer prices, the minutes from the last monetary policy meeting, current account balance, mortgage approvals, money supply, and retail sales. Economic reports in the U.S. tomorrow include retail chain index for the week of December 15th and the November housing starts number. Earnings today, Humana continuing to expect earnings in the range of $4.75 to $4.80 a share on revenue of about $25 billion. And Darden Restaurants' fiscal second quarter results are likely to meet expectations despite charges and integration costs from the purchase of Rare Hospitality Incorporated. Darden is scheduled to report earnings tomorrow on Tuesday. Other earnings tomorrow include Best Buy, Dave & Buster's, Goldman Sachs, Baker's Footwear, Palm One, and Hovnanian Enterprises. Stocks in the news today, Lehman Brothers facing legal action from Australian municipal governments that say they were sold high-risk collateralized debt obligations by the firm's local unit. Compton Petroleum says it's puzzled by a request from a holder representing 19.8% of its capital, Centennial Energy Partners, that it considers strategic alternatives. Ford Motors is reportedly close to deciding what to do with its Jaguar and Land Rover units, as well as the Indian car maker Tata Motors. And that is the Market Wrap on this Monday. I'm Jack Lott. Have a great evening. This is the JDfn Financial Network.